Ladies and gentlemen, I would request you all to be seated so that we can start the function. I hope you enjoyed the sea view, the sea breeze, and the view, along with the KPT's history in the corridor of the Bungalow. I would now like to request Madam Nasreen Haq, Vice President, Admin and Finance, to come up on stage and give the welcome address.
Madam Chancellor, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, Dr. Altaf Mukati, ladies and gentlemen, my warm welcome to each one of you. We are honored to have the presence of a Chancellor, Dr. Azra Fazal Pichio, and so many distinguished personalities who have taken out time to join us here. Their presence amongst us is a testament of their love for our President, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali. Thank you all for coming. The DC Bungalow Menorah was chosen to congratulate our most beloved President, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, as she deserved something exclusive. Our congratulations to you, Madam Shahnaz, for being awarded the Sitara-e-Imtiaz, the Star of Excellence. Her mother, Begum Nasra Wazir Ali, was also a recipient of Sitara-e-Imtiaz in the year 2012 for her devoted services in the education sector. She established the Education Trust in 1950, which today runs 5 large schools and educates 11,000 students. And Madam's lifelong commitment to education originates with the Nasra schools, of which she has been a trustee for the past 40 years. Madam Shahnaz's contributions are remarkable in all sectors. She has been assigned responsibility, be it the education sector, where she served as the Minister of State for Education, the Senior Education Specialist for the World Bank, or the Chairperson in charge of Higher Education Commission, and now as President SZABIST. The health sector, where she implemented Pakistan's largest primary healthcare initiative, the Prime Minister's Family Planning and Primary Healthcare Program, or the eradication of polio. The Parliament, as a member of the National Assembly. The social sector, where she worked twice as Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on social sectors, as Honorary Coordinator for social sectors at the President's Office, as Executive Director, Pakistan Center for Philanthropy, as President, Population Association of Pakistan, or as a woman activist, as founder members of Women Action Forum, or while representing Pakistan in over 32 countries, in many international forums and delegations to the UN, WHO, UNESCO, ESCAP, WFP, EFA Summit, or the World Economic Forum. She is a practical example of the inspirational quote about the value of hard work by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. The heights by great men, reached and kept, were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upwards in the night. She has worked hard, tirelessly, tackling very challenging situations, facing hazardous conditions that cannot be imagined, going out of her way to resolve issues, particularly the underprivileged sections of society. She has proved that success of a great person depends upon hard work, determination, priority, and most of all, faith in yourself and the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, having realized the immense contributions made by Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, the government of Pakistan, in recognition of her services, has awarded her the Star of Excellence, the Sitara-e-Imtiaz, and we at SZABIST are proud to have her as our president. I, on behalf of all those present here today, once again congratulate you, Madam, on your much-deserved success, fame, and respect. Today's function has been organized with the efforts of a lot of people, and I know how much time and energy was involved in putting through the logistics, compilation, and arrangements, and I deeply appreciate the efforts of Mr. Farhan Malik, Mr. Khalid Hamid, Mr. Aslam Rahi, Mr. Khurram Mumtaz, Mr. Hassan Abbas, Mr. Sharik Chapra, Mr. Asif Nurani, Mr. Asif Qazi, Mr. Tausif, and their teams, both individually and as a cohesive unit. I'm grateful to the Nasra School for providing me the data and the poem written by Ms. Farah. My immense thanks to Mr. Shafiq of KPT, who has been associated with us throughout to ensure that all the arrangements run smoothly. My thanks to Mr. Wajid of KPT and the Coast Guards for all their help. And most of all, the Chairman Karachi Port Trust for giving us this beautiful venue and all the help. Thank you all once again for your support throughout the arrangements that enable us to capture magical moments and surround ourselves with laughter, friendship, as we celebrate this special occasion of Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali. Thank you all once again for joining us here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Nasreen Haq. Now, I would like to request Mr. Zishan, Faculty Member, Media Sciences, to come on stage and read a poem written by Farah Aslam Qureshi in the honor of Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali and her late mother, Ms. Nasra Wazir Ali, who is also a recipient of Sitara-e-Imtiaz.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। सुन ए मौसने कौमे फ़ख्र, ए मादरे इल्म हुनर, तू फलक पे है मकी बन के सितारा, लेकिन ये मस्कन तेरी यादों से सजा रहता है। जुल्मते शब करज़ई है तेरे कूचे में, एक सितारा यहाँ मानिंदे ज़िया रहता है। फलक पे जाके तू कुछ और सरफराज हुआ, वो सितारा जो सितारा-ए-इम्तियाज हुआ। कौन कहता है कि आता नहीं जाने वाला, तेरी परछाई से गुलशन पे महकता रही है। वही हिम्मत, वही जुर्रत, वही सूरत लेकर तेरा वो अज़्म किसी नेकी की तरह जारी है। वो सितारा जो दुख्तरी से सरफराज हुआ, वो सितारा जो सितारा-ए-इम्तियाज हुआ। तूने इस कौम के बच्चों पे इनायत की है, तेरा एहसान कभी हम न भुला पाएंगे। इल्म जागीर किसी अहले सरवत की नहीं, दर्स व तदरीस का दर सब ही खुला पाएंगे। तेरा वजूद नई सुबह का आगाज हुआ, वो सितारा जो सितारा-ए-इम्तियाज हुआ। शुक्रिया।
Thank you, Mr. Zishan. Now, I would like to request Ms. Hira Anwar, Faculty Member, Social Sciences, to come up on stage and read a poem, Invictus, by William Ernest Henley.
Good evening, everyone. Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hira Anwar. I now request Honorable Madam Chancellor, Dr. Azra Fazal Pechuo, to come on stage and to say a few words on this great occasion. Ma'am.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here today amongst all the faculty members of SZABIST and the management of SZABIST. And very few occasions are there when I join everyone, and that unfortunately is because of my other engagements. But today was a very special day. It was in honor of my dear friend, our president of SZABIST, Ms. Shahnaz Wazir Ali, who attained the highest civilian award that can be possibly given in Pakistan, the Sitara-e-Imtiaz. And it really inspires every woman amongst us that they also can reach the heights that she has. She has been a remarkable woman, a remarkable person to follow, to be mentored by, to be and set as an example for everyone. She has done tremendously well in her personal and her career life. And her career has really taken off because she has given it her all. She has never been stringent about her time. She's never stringent about her commitment and her endeavor to achieve the heights of excellence. And we all recognize that. We all recognize what a wonderful person she has been. And I met her first with Bibi Shaheed Saiba, Benazir Saiba at her home. And Shahnaz inspired me, and I looked up to her as a role model from that day. And I felt that here was a person who, in spite of achieving so much, was humble, was down to earth, had a dedication and a commitment to every path that she would follow. And she did show herself to be really someone we all would like to follow and to copy. But unfortunately, obviously, not all of us can be Shahnaz Wazir Ali's. So we try to achieve as much as we can. And Shahnaz has been with me through all the social activities that I've been carrying out, and she's been a partner in that, not only in SZABIST, but in polio, in family planning, in preventive health care, in immunization programs that are going on in Pakistan. In every sphere, she has stood there, committed, and more hardworking than any other person I've come. I really admire the way she works. You talk to her at 12 o'clock in the night, she's chirping and full of energy. And you talk to her early in the morning, and she's still full of energy. So I don't know where she gets her energy from, but we all feel that, you know, she is someone who is boundless in her commitment, and that's what everyone should be. They should be committed to whatever they're doing. And unfortunately, very few in Pakistan are that way. And Pakistani women are I think, the torchbearers of commitment, of hard work, and of what Pakistan can be and achieve if they only let their women be free and let them do what they are destined to do. Thank you very much, everyone. It's a pleasure having you all here.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor. A short video presentation on the life of President has been prepared to pay tribute to the endless contribution and soulful efforts of Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali. I would request our IT guys to please play the video.
Madam Shahnaz Wazir, a very renowned educationist and women's rights activist, was born on December 29th in New Delhi. Her schooling was from Station School Rawalpindi and St. Joseph's, Karachi. She did her bachelor's in mass communication from the American University in 1964 and holds a master's degree from the University of Arkansas. After which, she did a diploma in principal certification from Harvard University in 1985. This was not the end of her educational journey, as she holds another master's degree from the Trenton College in Education Administration in 1988. Madam Wazir Ali's mother, Nasira Wazir Ali, was also an educationist. Nasira Wazir Ali, along with her brother, Mr. Zafarullah Khan, decided to establish the Nasra School, which was registered in 1950.
The Girls' Education Initiative, as you know, is part of a very long-term effort that government has been making, civil society organizations, international development NGOs, to bring focus on the issues surrounding the participation of girls, the completion at the primary school, ensuring that schools are friendly for girls' participation and enrollment.
Mrs. Wazir Ali started her teaching career in Liari number 32. She was the first lady principal in Pakistan. She has worked closely with Benazir Bhutto for the eradication of polio and has been a member of the National Assembly and a federal minister for education to boot. Specialist at the World Bank in Islamabad and a special assistant to the Prime Minister on the social sector. In 2008, Shahnaz Wazir Ali joined the Pakistan Education Task Force as the co-chairperson. And was also nominated as the Executive Director at the Pakistan Center for Philanthropy. She has also served as the Provincial Coordinator for Primary Healthcare Programs and currently serving as the President of SZABIST and as the Treasurer and Trustee of the Nasra Schools. Shahnaz Wazir Ali is a shining example of how we all can step up and do more to make Pakistan a better country. With the awarding of the Sitara-e-Imtiaz, Pakistan also recognizes Mrs. Wazir Ali's passion, hard work and dedication involved in fixing up the education sector in this country. Here's to you, Mrs. Wazir Ali. You make us proud.
I would now request our President, Ma'am Shahnaz Wazir Ali, to come on stage and express her thoughts.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm at a loss for words. Might be almost the first time. Dr. Asra Fazil Pecho, not only my chancellor, but my colleague, my friend, and from whom I have also learned a lot, and a woman of boundless energy and enormous commitment. Dr. Altaf Mukherjee, Vice President Academics, who is my guide in many ways on intricate academic matters. Thank you very much for being part of our team at SZABIST, and I've learned a lot from you also. Nasreen Haq, former chairman, Karachi Port Trust, former secretary of the government of Pakistan, former secretary to the President of Pakistan, and now most importantly, the Vice President, Admin and Finance of SZABIST. I don't know how to say thank you to you, Nasreen, for this absolutely beautiful, incredible, amazing evening that you've organized here at such a historic place. As I was coming here, I said to many of my younger colleagues from SZABIST, remember, this will be once in a lifetime. And then I thought, no, this is once in a generation that one gets a chance to come to Manora like this, sit in this beautiful garden, very historic, become part of history. Thank you very much for organizing an absolutely amazing, beautiful evening. Dr. Nafisa Shah, also an activist, a friend, a colleague, a woman of enormous substance, who is now a member of the National Assembly of Pakistan and has been several times, was also the first elected district Nazim of Khairpur, woman Nazim, who has committed herself to not only Pakistan, of course, but the deeper commitment to bring about real change. Committed herself to social causes, to democracy, to the rule of law, to constitutionalism, to the rights of women, to the rights of the underprivileged. Nafisa Shah, who has battled bravely during many difficult years, along with her father and many, many other members of the Pakistan People's Party, against a very ruthless regime. And recently her crowning glory is the book that she has recently published. Thank you very much, Nafisa, for being here tonight. There is each and every one here that I would like to thank. The admin team, every one of you who've worked so hard to put this lovely evening together for us. I know it's not that easy to arrange something all the way out here on Manora Island. Building number 100 is a little easier to do. But then, you know, we are not used to taking on easy stuff. We like to take on challenges. So under Madam Nasreen Haq's direction and guidance, I know there are several people who have worked, who have contributed their ideas, their time, their energy, their voices, their technical skills, and also come on a Sunday, taken time out from their families to join us all here this evening. So thank you very much to the entire admin and finance team, to every single one of our faculty members here, to all the staff, everyone who has, I know, again I say this, taken very, very precious time out to be here this evening. I want to also thank Murtaza, who's our youngest guest here. I hope Murtaza will remember this, that I went to Manora Island one day. My dear friends, Najma Hussain, who's been my childhood friend, my sister-in-law Saida, who's here, and of course my daughter-in-law Naz, and my grandson, the Nasra school team, each and every one who's here. Thank you very much to everybody for making this such a remarkable occasion. It's times like this, and especially when I listen to the two poems that were so beautifully read, the one by Fictus Bahira and also by Zishan. It makes me think a little bit about the journey of life. I have received the Sitara-e-Imtiaz, but this is not just my award. and I dedicate this award to everybody who has worked with me. Everyone here at SZABIST, at the Nasra school system, in all the places in Pakistan that I have worked over almost 40 years. So now you know what my age is, almost. But it's been a fantastic journey, and I would not change it for anything. Alone, one cannot do anything. Yes, one can commit one's time, one's energy, one's intellect, one's heart, one's mind. You can set priorities, and I am a firm believer that you can always find the time to do the things you really want to do. There's no excuse to not do something just because you may be too busy otherwise. So for everyone who works in the education sector, and that means every single person here, wherever you work, whether it is for vocational and technical institutes like Wahida Mahisar, whether it is out there setting up early childhood education centers like Lubna, every single faculty member in all the departments, those who support us in the academic services and the other departments, everyone contributes. One's single contribution cannot bring about any transformation, but it is collective effort. It is always collective effort. It is committed effort. And sometimes you feel a little solitary because you know that you're trying to do things which you know you may not see the result of for a long time to come. And education is one of those areas. It's not a push-button sector. You cannot work hard for a few months or a year or two and expect some remarkable thing to happen. Education is the one area of one's social, economic, and political life which gives results almost in a generation. So what you do today, what you sow today, inshallah, we will reap a rich harvest for Pakistan in the years to come. The opportunities you give to every little child, the opportunities you give to the undergraduate students, to the postgraduate students, the guidance, the mentorship, the support, and in particular, I think what SZABIST commits itself to is the freedom to inquire, to ask, to research, to know more, to push the frontiers of knowledge. And this has been my experience throughout, that wherever I have gone, I have found remarkable men and women, absolutely remarkable. I have visited most parts of Pakistan. I have been to the deserts of Balochistan. I have gone up into the mountains of Balochistan, where you have to travel for days before you can even find a settlement. And right on the top of a mountain in the heart of Balochistan, you will find in just 2 rooms an elderly man who's the headmaster of that school, and you will find a class in progress. And you will see the dedication of that teacher, just with a blackboard and some simple textbooks. There are men and women out there that are changing the lives of Pakistanis. So as I said, I have met amazing, amazing people who have done work which I think merits much, much more than a Sitara-e-Imtiaz. But they are the silent heroes. Those are the silent, passionate Pakistanis who are actually making a change, and that change is becoming visible. So I want to dedicate my Sitara-e-Imtiaz, first and foremost, to my parents who guided me and who told me that there are no limits to what you can do. Do what your intellect tells you to do what your heart tells you to do the right thing. But above all, live a life not for yourself. Above all, live a life for your country, for your community. Live a life that is meaningful. Live a life that you can turn back and say, yes, I did something. Maybe a little bit, but a life that is not just 10, 12 hours a day, clocked in or clocked out, only for one's own personal needs and desires. I know this sounds rather serious. I should not be so serious. But I do want to say that there are certain milestones in one's journey This is a formal and an official milestone where I received a Sitara-e-Imtiaz. Believe me, I did not ever think I would get it. And I know that there are many, many people who deserve this much more than I do. But I think it also makes one realize that at this point in one's life, if it has been committed to something, that the friendships that one has formed, the people that you have known on this journey have enriched your life immeasurably. And I am indeed very fortunate, very, very fortunate to have worked and still am working under the guidance and the leadership and the support of Dr. Azra Fazl Pechu and all my colleagues and friends. There is a family at home, and then there's a family where you work, at the institution where you work. That institution where you work really is where you're putting the majority of your hours and days, where your effort to achieve something is really showing what you are all about. And I am a firm believer that you are where you are, not because somebody else has insisted that you do this, but because that's where you want to be. You want to be doing what you're doing. And it's important enough for you. So I want to thank each and every one. I just want to recall, somebody asked me some time ago, कि आप बताएं कि आपकी ज़िंदगी का वो कौन सा कोई ख़ास एक ऐसा लम्हा था जिससे वो ज़िंदगी बदल गई. ये बड़ा मुश्किल सवाल था. तो मैंने सोचा पता नहीं वो कौन सा ऐसा लम्हा था. फिर मैं सोचने लगी, बहुत सारे लम्हात थे, लेकिन एक ऐसा लम्हा था ज़रूर मैं आपके साथ आज शेयर करना चाहूँगी. वो वक्त था ज़ियाउल हक के दौर का, और जैसे कि आप सब लोग जानते हैं एक बड़ी रूथलेस किस्म की डिक्टेटरशिप थी. पाकिस्तान पीपल्स पार्टी को बैन कर दिया था, दफातर बंद कर दिए थे, हमारे हज़ारों वर्कर्स जो थे वो जेल में थे. और उस वक्त बड़ा मुश्किल था कि कोई निकले बाहर और कुछ करे. लेकिन जब एक ख़ास वाक़या हुआ और एक जवान लड़की को एक संसार की सज़ा मिली, तो उस वक्त कुछ ख़वातीन इकट्ठी हुई और उन्होंने कहा कि अब हम खामोश तो नहीं बैठ सकते और हमें कुछ करना चाहिए. तो हम सब लोग इकट्ठे निकले. दिस वाज द फाउंडेशन ऑफ द वुमेन्स एक्शन फोरम, एंड आई फेल्ट एट दैट टाइम, आई वाज नॉट हार्डकोर पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविस्ट, but I felt at that time that there is a time in your life when you say there's black and white, there are no grays, and you have to make a decision. And you step forward and you do something. But I think in everyone's life there comes such a moment. That moment each and every one of you know, because you have come on a remarkable personal journey of your own. And you know when that moment came in your life, when you decided to take the challenge, step out of your comfort zone and say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to commit myself. I may or may not succeed. So I think that for a journey that is all of ours now here together, I want to thank each and every one again. Thank you, Nasreen, for all the arrangements. And thank you for everyone, to everyone for being here tonight. I'm really greatly honored, greatly privileged, and very, very grateful to every one of my friends and colleagues for giving me this honor here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Kindly remain on the stage. May I please invite Honorable Chancellor Dr. Azra Fazl Pechu, Madam Nasreen Haq, and Dr. Altaf Muqati to come up on stage. Please. I would now request Madam Chancellor to present the shield to Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali. I would request Madam Nasreen Haq and Dr. Altaf Muqati to present the flower bouquets. We'll now be cutting the cake. I would request Ms. Nafisa Shah to accompany Ma'am President, Ma'am Chancellor on stage. And we'll also invite the little Murtaza.
We were dying to come.
We would also request Raza to accompany them. We would also request Miss Ma'am Naz to accompany them. Ma'am's sister-in-law, Miss Sahida, and Ma'am Najma. I would request them to accompany them. I would also request all the HODs amongst the crowd to come up on stage and join them. Dr. Riaz Sheikh, Mr. Sharik Chapla, Dr. Zaki Rashti, Ma'am Shaista Sarki, Ma'am Shaila Najib, we would also request Ma'am Wajia and Ma'am Mr. Fahad to accompany them on stage. We would also request Dr. Ghazala, Ma'am Waida and Ma'am Lubna. Okay, we will request Ma'am Sayyida Jabeen, all our IR team, Ma'am Faryal. We request Mr. Tausif Ahmad, Mr. Farhan Malik, Mr. Khalid, Mr. Asif Qazi, Mr. Khalid Hamid, Mr. Fateh Broi, Mr. Aslam Rahil, Ma'am Jaya, indeed. Ma'am Nafisa and Ma'am Natasha, Miss Faiza, Miss Nadia Ansari, Miss Jaya Ram Rakhiani, Ma'am Alia, Mr. Aslam Rahil, you are requested to accompany them on stage. Miss Hira Anwar, Ma'am Aisha, Ma'am Mansoora, Mr. Bilal Zubaidi, Mr. Zishan Malik, I would request each and everyone out there to come up on stage and have their picture. Kindly join us on stage. We request the team of Nasra School to come up on stage. No, he's there. Thank you everybody. We now request Mr. Khadim to sing a few songs for us.
ये वतन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो पासवान इसके। ये वतन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो पासवान इसके। ये चमन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो नगमा इसके। इस चमन के फूलों पर रंगो आब तुमसे है। इस ज़मीं का हर ज़र्रा आफ़ताब तुमसे है। ये तुम्हारी है, बरोबर तुम्हारे हैं। कहकशां के ये जागे, राह गुज़र तुम्हारे हैं। ये वतन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो पासवान इसके। ये चमन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो नग़मा इसके। इस चमन की मट्टी में खून है शहीदों का। अर्ज़े पाक मरकज़ है, कौम की उम्मीदों का। नज़्म ज़ब्त को अपना मेरे कारवां जानो। वक्त के अंधेरों में अपना आप पहचानो। ये वतन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो पासवान इसके। ये ज़मीं मुक़द्दस है, माँ प्यार की सूरत। इस चमन में तुम सब हो, बरगोबार की सूरत। देखना गवाना मत दौलते यकीन लोगों, ये वतन अमानत है और तुम अमीरों हो, ये वतन तुम्हारा है। तुम पासवां इसके, ये वतन तुम्हारा है। तुम हो पासवां इसके। बड़ा लव, थैंक्स, बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू। एक और बड़ी खूबसूरत गज़ल आपकी समातों की नज़र है। खान साहब मेहदी साहब ने गाया इसको। बुलबुल ने गुल से, गुल ने बहारों से कह दिया, एक 14वीं के चांद ने तारों से कह दिया, दुनिया किसी के प्यार में, दुनिया किसी के प्यार में जन्नत से कम नहीं। एक दिल रुबा है मैं जो हूरों से कम नहीं। दुनिया किसी के प्यार में जन्नत से कम नहीं। एक दिल रुबा है दिल में जो हूरों से कम नहीं। दुनिया किसी के प्यार में। मुस्कुराओ तो मोती बरस पड़े, भूले से मुस्कुराओ तो मोती बरस पड़े। पलकें उठा के देखो तो कलियां भी हंस पड़े। उठा के देखो तो कलियां भी हंस पड़े। खुशबू तुम्हारी जुल्फ की फूलों से कम नहीं। दुनिया किसी के प्यार में जन्नत से कम नहीं। एक दिल रुबा है दिल में जो हूरों से कम नहीं। दुनिया किसी के प्यार में। तुम बादशाह हुस्न हो, हुस्न जहान हो। तुम बादशाह हुस्न हो, हुस्न जहान हो। जाने वफा और मोहब्बत की शान हो। वफा हो और मोहब्बत की शान हो, जलवे तुम्हारे हुस्न के तारों से कम नहीं, दुनिया किसी के प्यार में जन्नत से कम नहीं। एक दिल रुबा है दिल में जो हूरों से कम नहीं, दुनिया किसी के प्यार में। बहुत शुक्रिया जी, थैंक यू। आपकी समातों का बहुत शुक्रिया। मैं मैडम शहनाज वज़ीर अली साहबा को बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद देना चाहूँगा अपनी और अपनी टीम की तरफ से। मैडम बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो आपको, और मेरी दुआ भी है, विशेस भी हैं कि अल्लाह पाक आपको ऐसे हज़ारों अवार्ड्स से नवाजे। थैंक यू। एक बहुत प्यारी गज़ल उस्ताद मेहदी हसन साहब ने गाई, कतील शिफाई साहब की, आपकी समातों की नज़र। जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया कर, थैंक यू, बहुत शुक्रिया, करते हैं। जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते हैं। मैं तो मर कर भी मेरी जान तुझे चाहूँगा। जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते हैं। जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते हैं। मैं तो मर कर भी मेरी जान तुझे चाहूँगा। जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते हैं। तू मिला है तो एहसास हुआ है मुझको, ये मेरी उम्र मोहब्बत के लिए थोड़ी है। तू मिला है तो ये एहसास हुआ है, ये मेरी उम्र मोहब्बत के लिए थोड़ी है। एक जरा सा गम दौरां कभी हक है जिस पर मैंने वो सांस भी तेरे लिए रख छोड़ी है। तुझ पे हो जाऊंगा कुर्बान, तुझे चाहूँगा। मैं तो मर कर भी मेरी जान तुझे चाहूँगा। जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते हैं। जज्बात में नगमात रचाने के लिए मैंने धड़कन की तरह दिल में बसाया है तुझे। मैं तसव्वुर भी जुदाई का भला कैसे करूं। मैंने किस्मत की लकीरों से चुराया है तुझे। प्यार का बन के निगहबान तुझे चाहूंगा। मैं तो मर कर भी मेरी जान तुझे चाहूंगा। जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते हैं। मक्ता पेश तेरी हर चाप से तेरी हर चाप से जलते हैं ख्यालों में चिराग। जब भी तू आए जगाता हुआ जादू आए। तुझको छू लूं तो फिर जान तमन्ना मुझको। देर तक अपने बदन से तेरी खुशबू आए। तो बहारों का है उन्वान तुझे चाहूंगा। मैं तो मर कर भी मेरी जान तुझे चाहूंगा। जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते हैं। बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू। हर गाड़ी में हर मोबाइल में यही ट्यून लोड है। मेरे रश के कमर मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर। मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया। मेरे रश के कमर मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर। मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया। मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर। मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया। बरक सी गिर गई बरक सी गिर गई काम ही कर गई। बरक सी गिर गई काम ही कर गई। आग ऐसी लगाई मजा आ गया। मेरे रश के कमर
हुस्न की मस्तियाँ जाम में घोल कर, हुस्न की मस्तियाँ चांदनी मुस्कुराई मजा आ गया, चांदनी मुस्कुराई मजा आ गया। चांद के साए में है मेरे साकिया, चांद के साए में है मेरे साकिया, तूने ऐसी पिलाई मजा आ गया। मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया।
I hope you enjoyed the evening. Have a pleasant trip back home with lots and lots of memories. Thank you.